course, no matter where my square is, it seems to block something in the game. Wait, let's try this again. Okay, we'll see how this goes. Hey everyone, Wazoo here, and this is my Let's Play of The Distant Door, an adventure game created by Durinde, who also created The Office of the Returned, which we enjoyed during the recent Adventure Game Jam 2023. Yeah, so I'm recording this on Sunday. I've pretty much spent the entire weekend in an emergency room at the local hospital with my wife, who was just suffering from quite a bit of pain, and we've finally got some answers to some mysteries that have been plaguing her for the past 10 years since the last birth of our daughter. Well, the birth of our most recent child, our daughter. So that was really exciting. So it's kind of like our own real life adventure game sort of coming to a little bit of a conclusion with some answers to some long sought after questions. So this one has been on my list for a few days, and I thought I would then dive right in as soon as I got home to give it a shot. Yeah, I'm in the mood for some Adventure Game Studio. Okay, let's take a look. Info. We got just save and load. Okay, start and load. We don't have any game saved, so let's give it a shot. Okay, look, left click, interact, right click. Okay, I'm really praying that my square doesn't block everything on the screen again. Start game. 3 a.m. KLF is gonna rock ya. Bow, bow, bow. Ancients of Moo Moo. Okay. You've recently moved into your new apartment. You work early mornings, so you rarely run into any other tenants. You haven't even interacted with your next door neighbors so far. Tonight's a little different. As you're getting ready for the day, you hear a terrible coughing coming from next door. It sounds pretty bad, so you feel compelled to check on them. Okay, I guess this is us. Let's see, we got a stuffed animal. Let's take a look. One of your childhood stuffed animals is on display. One Mr. Bear Bear. Okay, so we have an inventory. We have, of course, my face is covering it, but we have an apartment key, which is in our inventory. I'm not going to move my square again. We're just going to have to roll with it. Okay, we've got a bed. Your bed, it calls to you, but you can't right now. Okay, windows. Let's check out the cat poster. A poster of a cat. You are filled with motivation. Like the Lego cat poster. The cat poster from the Lego movie. Okay, dresser, let's open it up. A simple dresser. It was left here in the apartment by the previous tenant. Let's see, can we take the stuffed animal? Nope. Mr. Bear Bear is quite a few years old. He probably wouldn't survive an adventure. Okay, too bad. Okay, we got a hamper and a window. Can we look out the window? During the day, you have a wonderful view of the alley and its denizens below. At night, you have the same view, only darker. Makes sense. At least it's consistent. You feel no need to dig around in your dirty clothes, but maybe we can find something in there. Okay, anyway. We got toilet paper. We got a sink, toilet. Maybe I'll just try and... I don't know if I can go out and then back in to check out this dude who's coughing. Okay, let's check out the bookshelf maybe. Maybe we can find a book there. You don't need to write anything right now. Your bookshelf. It's where you keep books, writing supplies, and various collectible knickknacks. Okay, TV. Can't click on the TV, but we can click on the window. Okay. Same as before. Okay, we got a stove, toaster. This was also made as an entry for another game jam, I believe. I just can't remember which one it was. Let's open the fridge. A rather small fridge, mostly filled with condiments right now and very little of substance. Packs of restaurant mustard wouldn't be useful right now. Okay. You know, true story, when I was growing up, a childhood friend of mine, oh my goodness, this is so funny. His whole family, they would, every time they went to McDonald's, remember how McDonald's used to have ketchup and mustard packs? Yeah, mustard. I'm not joking. They had ketchup and mustard packs, physical little packs. So every time they went to McDonald's, they swiped as many as they could to bring them home so that they didn't have to buy their own ketchup and mustard. You had to know them. Anyway, so every time I was over when I was little, and I remember we would, every once in a while have burgers or something like that at home, they would bring out these old McDonald's like mustard and ketchup packs, and like half of the mustard was already turned green, so it looked like relish. I think they even had relish because I do recall seeing some relish packs. But anyway, funny story. Mustard doesn't last forever, everyone. Okay, couch. Can we sit on the couch? A cheap couch. You stripped the couch of any loose change before you moved in. Okay. Okay, to building hallway. Let's go check out. Okay, we got apartment 201 and we are in 203. Notice board. Let's check out the notice board. There's nothing you want to communicate to the other tenants right now. It's a cork board where there are various notices from apartment management as well as notes from other tenants. Looks like all the tacks are being used right now. Something like please keep coughing to a minimum. Okay, we gently knock on apartment door 201. The coughing stops and you hear somebody shuffling towards the door. After a moment, you are sure there's someone standing on the other side. It's your neighbor from 203. Are you all right? Hello? Oh, they're each different. Okay. It's your neighbor from 203. Are you all right?
It's your neighbor from 203. Are you all right?
Voice acting!
It's fine. I'm sick.
Oh, excellent. Well, not excellent that he's sick, but excellent that there's a voice acting. Okay, is there anything I can do, or are you sure you're fine? In my terrible English accent.
Is there anything I can do?
It's fine. I'm sorry if I woke you.
He's actually sawing apart a body in there, and he's covering it up with selectively placed cough sounds.
It's okay. I'm up at this hour anyway. Yes?
I could actually use some tissue or toilet paper.
Okay, we got some.
Oh, I think I could help you with that.
No.
Oops, I clicked a little bit too fast. She said anything else at the end of that.
I should have something in my apartment. Hold tight, I'll be right back.
Thanks.
Thanks. I need something to wipe up all the blood. Okay. Let's get back into our apartment. You should use your key, of course. Makes sense. Let's grab some toilet paper.
He sounds pretty sick. I'm sure I have something a little better than toilet paper I can give him.
Okay, now what? You're throwing me for a loop here, game. All he asked for was toilet paper. Anything in the kitchen. Maybe we've got like if we've got old McDonald's mustard packets, maybe we've got old McDonald's napkins. Just like a whole pantry full of them. Toaster? Anything in the toaster? You don't need any tarts popped right now, okay?
I'm pretty intact. More or less.
Oh, wild. I wonder why I didn't do that before. Okay, so I right-clicked and she spoke. Nightstand.
Hopefully these will help.
Okay, you pick up a fresh box of tissues. And we have tissues in inventory, which you can't see because my big fat face is blocking it. Back to the hallway. Let's give it to the dude. As you approach the door, you hear more coughing. You gently knock on the door again.
I'm back. I'm just going to leave the tissue box outside of your door, okay?
The coughing stops for a moment, and you hear heavy breathing. I'm gonna kill you. I mean, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, how'd I know he'd say thank you? There's a pregnant pause in the air, as if he's thinking about saying something.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
You can't stay and talk a bit, can you?
Sorry, I've got to get off to work.
Uh-oh. You hear disappointment in his voice.
Oh.
Are you sure you're okay? Do you need me to call anyone?
It's fine. You've been a big help.
All right. Maybe I'll check in on you after I finish work, okay?
Thanks.
There's another awkward pause. You leave the box of tissues by the door and head towards the stairs to get to work. Okay, and the box of tissues is automatically left there Pretty cool. Let's head downstairs. You leave the building, barely making it to your bus in time. 1 p.m. You grinded through the workday. Part of you wondering about the condition of your neighbor. Part of you feels like you should have called someone, but you don't know him well enough to be sure. You also realize you didn't even get his name. The day finally ends, and you make your way back to your apartment building. It looks like you have mail. Oh, let's check out the mail. You can see something in your mail slot, but you don't have your key. As you stand there, you vividly recall that the last time you used your key, you were wearing another pair of pants. Oh, goody. So we have to go back and check our pants. Let's check the sign. The sign instructs packages to be left at the apartment manager's office. Can we pick up the fire hydrant? Nope. Junk furniture. Your curiosity gets the better of you and you pull open the desk drawer. You find a single tack. You decide to take it just in case you ever need to post something in the apartment's bulletin board. Cool. Let's see, we got a tack. Sigh. It looks a little tacky. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, what about apartment key? It's the key to apartment 203. Oh, we didn't get any pun on that? Okay. Direction sign. This sign shows the apartment manager's office is further down the hallway. Okay, can we go to that? To office. Let's see if we can talk. Oh, here we go. Unreadable sign, which is covered by... It's a sign, it's nearly unreadable, so the building manager decided to cover it up with a plant. You know it's the apartment manager's office anyhow. Pipe? Let's see. The pipe has been exposed for as long as you lived here. Let's talk to the manager. Apartment manager. It's the apartment manager. She's been nice enough, but you get the feeling she doesn't want to work here. Hey, I have a concern about the guy in 201. I think that's it.
Hey, I have a concern about the guy in 201.
What is it?
He sounded really sick this morning.
He's got a condition. I really shouldn't say anything else.
Could you give me his name at least?
Maybe you should ask him.
I think
Wow.
that's it.
The manager nods and returns to her work. Crazy. Okay, so we got a stack of paper.
Can I have some paper?
You can have 1 sheet.
1 sheet. Thanks, manager. The manager watches you like a hawk as you remove a single piece of paper. And I now have a tack. All I need is a pencil. Okay, so we've got a tack, a blank paper. It's the singular piece of paper you manager to pry away from the office manager. Okay. You manage to pry away from the office manager. Attack, sigh, it looks a little tacky. So we got a key, tack, piece of paper. We just need a pen. Maybe we can find one in here. What's this? Unreadable, another unreadable sign. You know it's the laundry storage room anyhow. Okay, maybe we can find a pen in here. We got some old beds. Some old stained beds are being held here until they can be disposed of. At least you hope they're going to be disposed of. You really have no desire to interact with a stain-covered bed. Makes sense? Let's see if we open a washer. You don't need to wash anything right now. How about the dryer? You don't need to dry anything right now. It's the apartment building's dryer. It's the apartment building's washer. Makes sense. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything there we can interact with. Okay, let's go back to our room and let's get our pair of pants in the hamper, I'm guessing, to find the mail key, come back and get the mail. Okay. And then we'll check on the dude in room 203. Okay, let's look at the hamper. After searching through your clothes, you find a key and another pair of pants.
Ah, that's where I left the key to my mail slot.
Mail slot key. Okay, let's do it. Downstairs. Doo-doom, boom. Okay. Mail slot key. You open up your mail slot and find a delivery notice indicating there's a package waiting for you in the apartment manager's
I don't
office.
remember ordering anything.
No longer needing it, you stuff your key into your pants pocket. You are sure you'll remember to put it somewhere obvious this time. Right? Okay. Okay, hopefully we do actually have it somewhere. Delivery notice. Okay. I mean, office manager could have told us that when we went there before. Hi, I have this delivery slip. Hey, I have a concern about the guy in 201. I think that's it. Hi, I have this delivery slip.
Hi, I have this delivery slip.
Let me see.
You hand over the delivery slip.
What is it?
The manager stares at the slip for a moment.
Sorry about this, but this was meant for the guy in 201. My mistake. Could you bring this slip to him?
I guess so.
Oh, I kept thinking I was in 201. No, I'm in 203. That's right.
I think that's it.
Okay, the manager nods, return to work. Okay, let's give it to the dude. The coughing dude. Who could be a serial killer. You knock gently on the door. You listen for a moment and hear no movement. You try to slide the notice under the door, but there appears to be something blocking it. Shrugging, you decide to bring the notice back to the apartment manager. Okay. Sounds sus. There's a body on the other side of that door. Okay, let's bring the notice back to the manager.
He doesn't seem to be home, and I couldn't leave it under his door.
Maybe leave him a note, telling him you have it. I know he checks the corkboard. He called me about an item on it.
Why don't you just take the notice back? Okay, I'll figure something out. Why don't you just take the notice back?
Why don't you just take the notice back?
We have a contractor coming to finally look at that pipe. I really can't leave the office right now to sort this out.
Okay, I'll figure something out.
Okay. Just need a pen. Okay, we got a sign. Let's go back to our apartment. I'm sure we got a pen somewhere. And we got a piece of paper. We got everything we need to hang up the notice. No. We got to click it on the door. All right. Now, where would a pen be? In the toaster? Probably not. Stove? Maybe. Let's see. Nightstand? You don't need anything for your nightstand at the moment. Okay. Dresser? You don't need to change your underpants. Okay. Nothing in there. Stuffed animal. Where would a pen be? Maybe in another pair of pants? You feel no need to dig around in your dirty clothes. Sink, toilet. Delivery notice, blank paper. Attack. Oh, I mean attack. I don't see anything writable. Maybe on the bookshelf. You grab a pencil from your small supply. Okay. Let's use the pencil on the blank paper. Dear 201, I have a delivery slip for a package for you. I tried to leave it under your door, but could not. Please come to 203 when you get the chance to pick it up. Your neighbor in 203. Okay, let's hang it on the corkboard. Let's see. Cork, delivery notice. That's ridiculous. You post the note on the board. Might as well grab a shower and change your clothes in the meantime. 5 p.m. Okay. That's a long shower. You wash off the funk of the day and begin to slip into a fresh pair of clothes. Just as you are pulling on your shirt, you hear a shuffling at your door. You finish dressing and decide to investigate. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Uh-oh, it's a note. You pick up the paper. It reads, Hey, your neighbor here. Sorry I missed you. Have to make a trip to the hospital. I have a request. Could you text me? A phone number has been included in the note. It's signed by Matt. You now have access to your phone. Okay. Let's see. It's your cell phone. Let's see. How do we text? New inventory item. Okay, I think that means like pencil. Delivery notice, apartment key. That's ridiculous. Okay. You think you should text your neighbor before doing anything else. All right. Left click. Okay, I guess we just drop it on ourselves. You text the number from the note.
Hey, it's your neighbour from 203. You wanted me to text you. I still have your delivery slip. Matt, isn't it?
Thanks for getting back to me. Sorry, I'm on my way to the hospital.
The hospital? Are you alright?
I have a condition that needs to be monitored and sends me to hospital from time to time. It's nothing.
I'm sorry to hear that.
A condition called murder.
I have a favor to ask.
Uh-oh, here we go.
What do you need?
Large plastic sheets big enough to hold a body.
Could you pick up the package for me and deliver it to the hospital? It's pretty important.
Uh-oh, it's a head. I'm sorry it's too far, I can't. It's quite a distance, but okay. Well, let's go for it.
It's quite a distance, but okay.
You get a sense of relief even through text.
I've texted the apartment manager and asked them to hand the package over to you.
I'll be there as soon as I can.
You aren't sure what compelled you to do so, but you want to see this package thing to the end. Okay. Let's do this. We're now a delivery mule. There's drugs in there. Drugs for the hospital. Okay, let's go to the office manager. Give me some drugs. I mean the package. The apartment manager looks at you expectantly. The password is Omega Man. Oh, okay, I guess we got to give him the delivery notice. The manager rolls her eyes at seeing the delivery notice again. She reaches under her desk and grabs the package. She hands it over to you. Okay, we got a package. It's Matt's package. Oh boy. Can we open it? Let's try and open it. No, it won't let us. Okay. Let's go grab a taxi. Leave building. You start making your way to the hospital.
Matt?
Oh, here we go. That was a quick trip. Years later, you don't recall what was in the package you brought to Matt, but that didn't matter. Uh-oh. What you do remember is meeting someone who had been struggling with health issues and didn't have anyone nearby to lean on. Over the following weeks and months, you would sometimes visit Matt if you heard him coughing, or stop by if he was in the hospital. Eventually, Matt's extended family were able to take him in, and he left your building. Before he left, he thanked you for your kindness. Although the distance between your apartments was only inches, you closed the gap and were able to be a positive influence by doing a little extra. Was it worth it? That's up to you, player. Ending compassion, 2 of 2. Oh, okay. I wonder what the other ending is. The distant door. Oh, okay. Maybe it's when we get a choice to deliver a package, we tell them to get stuffed. Made in Adventure Game Studio 3.6. Made for Mags August 2023. Okay, so that's another Adventure Game Jam. I can't remember what the M stands for. Mental health, something like that. A mental health adventure game jam. For a complete list of game assets used, please visit the game's itch.io page. Voice acting credits. Erica Sanderson at Erica Sanderson, the player. Courtney Eade at Courtney Eade _V. Let's try that again. At Courtney _Eade _VA apartment manager. Mike Forward at Dorinda Plays. Matt. Thank you for playing. Okay, let's see. I'll zoom ahead. Oh, I should have saved it right at that choice. Okay, I'm going to zoom ahead and try and get the other ending.
Pretty important.
Okay, here we are back at the decision tree. Do we deliver the hospital package to Matt? I'm sorry, it's too far. I can't. Sorry, Matt.
I'm sorry, I have work. I can't.
Even through text, you can hear the disappointment.
It's okay. I've texted the apartment manager and asked them to hand the package over to you. Could you just leave it outside my door? That way you can wash your hands of me.
Oh boy. Okay, let's do that.
Someone might take it.
The building has cameras. It'll be fine.
You feel a little guilty, but you agree to do so. This whole package thing has been a pain, and besides, you barely know the guy. Okay. Let's go down to the office manager. Get the package. The manager rolls her eyes at seeing the delivery notice again. She reaches under her desk and grabs the package. She hands it over to you. Okay. So now we can kick it like a soccer ball. Ba-doom. Okay, let's go back and leave it at the apartment. You placed the package outside of Matt's door and spent the time doing chores before going to work. The package is gone by the time you get back. Although you hear coughing from time to time, you never hear from Matt again. And you don't want to impose yourself on him either, so you never check in on him again. One day, you notice a new tenant has moved into his apartment. Although you're only separated the distance between your apartment walls, the gulf between you was fathomless. Was it worth it? He seemed a little weird, a little lonely. Maybe this was for the best. Ending, distance, 1 of 2. The distant door. Okay, so the same credits. Oh! Okay, here we go. I was just going to say without voice acting, but here we go. Voice acting credits. Erica Sanderson, Courtney Eady, Mike Forward. Thank you for playing. I'm surprised it didn't say, thank you for playing, you heartless scumbag. That was a really good game. I liked it. It was a really complete little tiny adventure for mental awareness. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Maybe mental awareness game something. Game S. Whatever S stands for. But yeah, that was a really great, interesting title. It definitely a highlighting a mental illness. Well, not mental illness. Highlighting just I guess a distant problem that a few people have when they're living by themselves and living in an apartment building maybe far away from their family and don't have any friends. Some people have a hard time finding friends, and maybe this kind of raises awareness or showcases that you should never always suspect that someone next door is a serial killer, right? I think that's the lesson we learned at the end of this. Anyways, I thought it was a really great adventure game. Really interesting to play. I recommend you try it out. I'll leave a link in the description down below, and we'll see you in the next video, everyone. Have a good one. Peace.